So our next presenter is with the City of Portsmouth Public Schools. It's Cassandra Smith. I believe I saw her at the back of the room. Cassandra, if you come forward, please. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and thank y'all for coming out this morning, and thank y'all for inviting us out to let everyone know how to do business with Portsmouth Public Schools. I don't have a fancy presentation, and I like to keep it short and sweet. So we issue our solicitations on EVA as well. We also use Demand Star, which is another e-procurement website, and we're looking into other sites that are less costly on the vendor side of the table, because we're trying to reach a bigger audience of vendors. And we also have our own diversity program here in Portsmouth, our minority and women-owned enterprise program. We have Ms. Gwen Davis. She is our MWBE program administrator. We have Mr. Thomas in the back, the very nicely dressed man. He is our procurement manager and our leader in our office. I am the buyer for Portsmouth Public Schools, and we have Miss Miriam is our procurement specialist over at our table, and we'll be here after to answer any questions, hone in on things that we didn't have time to cover here. Like I said, you want to get an EVA or Demand Star. Same thing as the city was saying, you want to make sure you use your NIGP commodity codes. They let us know when we put a solicitation out, we put the code with the solicitation, and it shoots y'all notification that we have something out on the street. We're very old school here in Portsmouth, so we're trying to transition to things like accepting electronic bids. We do use EVA, but not to the full functionality that the state or the city even uses it. So we literally just post our bids on EVA, and we just post on Demand Star. We do actually have a bulletin board on the third floor City Hall, school board office, that has our solicitations posted on paper, old school way. We also encourage our end users, which is our department and staff within the district that comes to us with their needs, if they have companies that they know, to send us the information. Ms. Davis keeps a list of our minority and women-owned vendor community, and she also sends out blasts with all our solicitations so we reach as many people as possible. Our program is not a set-aside program like the state, so we can't just award to a company because they're minority and women-owned. Has to follow the laws of the Virginia Public Procurement Act, which is the lowest responsive responsible bidder for ITB, and based on evaluation criteria, scoring, and negotiations for an RFP. I like to encourage companies to come in, give us a call, schedule a time to come in, meet with our staff. We will pull whatever bid file is comparable to the business that you have, let you see what we're asking for, what kind of documentation is required, and talking to a lot of small minority and women-owned businesses. Me and Miriam travel around the 757 and attend a lot of SWAM events for other colleges, Virginia Beach, so we deal with small businesses all the time. We know the information you all are looking for and the things you want to see. The best thing to do is to come in, schedule a meeting. We'll pull the bid files. It's all public information once it's awarded, so you can see what other companies, the ones who are winning the contracts, what they submitted, what their pricing was looking like. For RFP, all offers have the opportunity to submit what's called a redacted copy. So their trade secrets may be blacked out, but you can see the basic information that they submitted, just so you can know how to do well the next time. For the young lady who had the Newport News, I would encourage you to request a debrief to go in, see exactly where your company didn't get up to par, so that next time you're in place and you have everything you need to win it again. Someone asked a question about new businesses, experience and qualifications. Now, when we're talking about a request for proposal, an RFP, the evaluation criteria, I kind of, me personally, in mine, I try to put the references kind of low in points, if there's any points for references at all. So we're always gonna ask for references. They may not be scored based on your references, because I've learned, we're checking references and they're not responding back to us. So if your reference didn't respond back and it's a part of the scoring, it results in a lower score, and I don't like that to happen. So if I try to keep references as a scoring factor. And then also, as the city said with theirs, we've been doing a lot of multi-awards to allow opportunities for new businesses that may not have all the experience, or they're just bridging over from residential to commercial type contracts, to give opportunity. And we also have a lot of programs that we offer to get businesses up to par through our MWBE program administrator, Ms. Davis. So when you stop by our table, make sure you get a card and a flyer for her event she has coming up. Please make sure you get my card, Cassandra Smith, because like I said, we will schedule a time where one of our staff will have you come in, go through the big bid package, so you can see what we're looking for. Don't get intimidated by all these general and special terms and conditions. If you have an attorney, by all means, have your attorney review all that fine print stuff. If you have exceptions or things in our document that we request that you can't meet, submit that as well. It's important to understand that a bid has to be awarded to the lowest responsible bidder. And then a RFP evaluation and negotiation process is more your experience. I use coffee a lot for when I describe a RFP, because yeah, we might want some cheap coffee, but it gotta taste good too. So the taste and the quality of the coffee has more value than the cost of it. So we do an RFP. Now, a lot of our CIP, which is construction projects, are handled through the City of Portsmouth Purchasing. You can feel free to contact our office if we have any information, or contact people on the city side for anything we might have coming up through their office, but all other procurements are through our office, and we do everything. We hire lawyers, doctors, therapeutic day treatment, occupational therapists, physical therapists. We buy all kinds of products and services. We're big on technology nowadays since the pandemic, so we have a lot of technology purchases and integrations and softwares and things like that. Like I said, don't hesitate to contact our office, come in, meet with us, see where we can put you in contact with someone. Our thresholds are similar to the city. They got a little bit more money than we do, so up to $5,000, they just need one quote. From $5,000 to $15,000, they just need 3 quotes, and anything over $15,000 will come out as a solicitation, either a sealed or unsealed. And we are not accepting electronic solicitations right now, so ours are still either being delivered in person or coming through the mail. And I think that's about it. I guess we can open up for questions. Like I said, I try to keep it short and sweet, and how to do business with us. Some services, you may contact my office, and I know just from working there for years, it's a low dollar purchase, so it won't fall above the $15,000, and I can give you contacts. You want to go right out to that department or location, give them your information, let them know who you are. So when they're looking for their 3 quotes, they have in mind, oh, I remember this company came and introduced themselves and left their card. Let me get a quote from them. That gets you in the low dollar purchase threshold. We also been debundling products and services as much as we can to result in more solicitations, to give people more opportunities. I also encourage companies, If there's a solicitation for a big umbrella project and your company can do a small piece of what's underneath that umbrella, come to the site visits, come to the pre-proposal meetings. All of our solicitations have MWBE aspirational goal within them. So these big companies need our small companies to get the contract. By all means, if you can do the work of your own resources, submit your own response, but sometimes you only do a small piece of that and you want a piece of the pie, and they need you to get the pie. So please come on out, look on EVA. Like they said, most of the organizations, state and school districts use Demand Star or EVA. There are a couple of other platforms out there as well. But show up to these site visits and pre-proposal, because they will need some kind of diversity spend to meet the goals of whatever organization they're under. And, sorry, that's all for real this time.
Thank you, Cassandra, and to your colleagues with Portsmouth Public Schools as well. Thanks for participating today. Some really great information. Heard a couple of questions about construction projects that might be forthcoming, capital improvements that may be planned. If you're not aware, annually, the City of Portsmouth, Portsmouth Public Schools, they adopt a capital improvement plan. In fact, our city council did that just last week. So that CIP is a document that's publicly available. It's posted on the City of Portsmouth's website. If you go to the homepage, I think it's there. You can open it. You can look through that. It will identify all of the funded programs for the current year. It actually goes out a little bit further to show you kind of what their 3 to 5 year plan is as well, I believe. So you can look at that. You can kind of take that as an indication of what will be upcoming over the course of a fiscal year, which runs July 1 through June 30th. So we're getting ready to start a new fiscal year, which means new money, new projects. So I would recommend you check that out if you have an interest in any capital improvement projects that may be planned. Definitely we'll give you some insight there.